Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Raider Field here in windy, balmy, ominous Hudson, Wisconsin. There's a storm a-brewing, and not just in the atmosphere, as the River Falls Wildcats prepare to take on the host Hudson Raiders in Big Rivers Conference boys soccer. Chuck Bublitz bringing you the game, as always. Joining me, resident expert, future superstar, dapper, debonair young man, Brian Mose. How you doing, Mr. Mose?
Pleasure to be here.
Yep, good to see you. Good to see you.
Glad to see you too.
Glad you could make it on the early time switch.
I just stayed at the school, so.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Bringing you those lovely sights and sounds of the game, as always.
Yep.
Media mogul and one of Forbes' 500 most eligible bachelors, Adam Tilson.
All right.
It's a little unsettled. How you doing? I mean, game times are switching. We didn't have 3 refs for forever.
Yeah.
Our clock person's different. It's going to be one of those days. So what do you think? Will the game mirror the sort of unique circumstances? Is this going to be one of those games?
I mean, maybe. I'm sure that it's going to be interesting with all the humidity outside. It's probably one of the most humid climates that we've played soccer in maybe this season, potentially. From just, like you said, it was balmy outside in your description, your ominous description of the weather.
There's tornado watches. As Bill Murray would say, dogs and cats living together. Just watch Ghostbusters this weekend. Great movie.
Nice.
I recommend
Nice.
The Raiders, as we can see, they're huddled up, getting final instructions. Coach Solom walking over in his sharp-looking 3-quarter pants there. I believe he's got a riding lesson after the game here. So Coach Solom over giving his final instructions. Raiders preparing to take on the Wildcats, and I think this game is actually to finally settle the age-old argument. I mean, for time untold, since the first age of elves and men here, the argument's been what's the more important waterway in the western Wisconsin, eastern Minnesota area. Is it the St. Croix or the Kinnickinnick? And I feel like we have an opportunity to settle that argument tonight.
Sure. You go with that.
I'm going with it. Thompson and Prater giving Coach Solom their final fives. Captains leading their team out. I'm excited. I'm excited for a great game. The Raiders are running out with a standard 4-3-3. They've got Busicki starting. Lake Busicki's running out there, number 19. Joining Braden Miller as the outside backs. Any guesses as to who's playing the center defense with us?
Not 100% sure, I guess.
Drum roll, please. It's going to be Nick Thompson and Cole Ober.
All right.
We've got dignitaries in the house for this afternoon's game. Even the Buckmaster Dulon crew made it out for the event tonight. So, everyone's here to see this showdown.
Yeah, to see which is the best waterway, as you put it.
Right? We've even got, we're drawing people from Eau Claire here. We got Blue Golds in the house. It's the event of the day for sure. Place
to be before the parade gets rained on.
Right? So the referees are taking the field here again. So the Hudson Raiders in midfield, we're going to have Prater, we're going to have Denning, we're going to have Ross. Much to nobody's surprise, Nava, Barber, Phillipson, and Tygo Kelly up top. Wildcats are running out with number 1, Benjamin Matheson in goal. They've got Elliot Outerith, number 5, number 7, Joe Cottrell, Gage Espinay, number 9, 11, Lewis Olson, 12, Isaac Carnes, 13, Josh Klashevsky, 15, Justin Elsesser, Owen Wise wears the number 18, Josh Linton, 20, and Miles Longsdorf, 23. And starting us off, Gage Espinay. Wildcats in possession early. Some early pressure from the Raiders. O'Kelly, Phillipson, and then just cleared out. Ober wins it in the air. Not quite. Thompson trying to get it out. Nick Thompson on the ball, cuts it back. Oof. A little dangerous there, right in front of number 11, Olsen, but manages to pull it off. Busicki to Phillipson. Phillipson finds the feet of Tygo Kelly. O'Kelly looking to go up over for Sam Ross. Nice little run in there by Ross. Step over. Facing goal. Gets past the defender. Running in, carried in. Cross, far post. He's got Colton Prater. Settles off the chest. One touch. Second touch. And it looks like, I wonder if we had a handball call there on the second touch. Free kick, Wildcats, but a good early chance for the Raiders.
Yeah, for sure. And even though that pass was a bit too far of the far post, it's still a great chance to set themselves up with some offensive momentum in the first minute.
They sent an early signal that they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Mm-hmm. Thompson raises his hand for handball. No call there. Everyone stops but number 18 for the Wildcats, but now the Raiders win the ball back. Nick Thompson on a marauding run forward, finds O'Kelly, drops it off to Roths. Sam carries. Busicki with a run up the flank. Great first touch, positive first touch from Busicki. Good ball. Ooh, just over the head of Tygo Kelly. Like the look there, though, from Busicki. To my memory, I think his first start.
Yeah, because he was a substitute in the last match, came in for injury. One of the players was banged up, and he showed some really good play in the defensive slot.
Yeah, that's right, against the last home game against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. Ruckus 1-1 tie. Bennett Sparling did go out.
Yeah, that's right. It was Bennett.
Nice ball there. Good job using his body. Tygo Kelly. Slide tackle there. Takes down O'Kelly. Ball rolls out. Corner kick early here for the Raiders in the 3rd minute of play.
Hudson certainly laying it on thick like this air so far.
You're not wrong. Ross over with Prater to take it. Play it short. One man over. Ross back to Prater. Colton carried into the box. Left foot. Flicks it. Oh! Nearly finds Nava Barber's head. Nearly finds Corey Denning's feet. Does find Benjamin Matheson's hands. Lovely job recovering there by the Wildcat goalkeeper.
Yeah, making sure it wasn't a 1-0 deficit in the 3rd minute here. That would have been quite deflating for the Wildcats early on.
Right? Little possession in the back here for the Wildcats, and then just giving away. Denning right away quickly finds the feet of Colton Prater, attacking the defense right down the middle. O'Kelly making a run to his left. Nava Barber to the right. Prater pass 1, Prater pass 2, carries, goes past 3, goes past 4, looking to shoot, does shoot, blocked by one of the 12 defenders that are back there. Actually, we should count. Does River Falls have more men on the field than they're allowed? That was Colton versus the world.
It was, for sure. One-man show there going into the box.
But again, a lot of warning signs here early on the part of the Raiders.
Yeah, for sure.
They're in the box. They're dangerous.
Yeah, River Falls hasn't really looked ready for the first part of this match so far. They've just kind of looked like they've been standing by idly, waiting for Hudson to drive in.
Given away by the Wildcats, given back by the Raiders. Nice job by Corey Denny defensively, just holding on the center of the field there to win it. And now Lake Busicki recovering back. Getting a little bit out of shape, getting a little wild here are the Raiders. Sam Ross running in. Ooh, I like that effort by Sam Ross. That's, Matheson was a little unsure coming off his line, came out slow, hesitant. So Ross has every reason to go for the ball, and then also, didn't come in too dangerously, but stuck his foot out there if there was a ball to be had. Settled there by Olsen. Won by Ober.
So Hudson's going to try and spread it out in the midfield here over to Phillipson.
Busicki making a lot of runs there out on the right-hand flank.
Yeah,
looking
for sure.
to get into that. He's got a lot of space in front of him. Love to see him get a little wider, though.
And I know that you were raving about how well he played, at least physically, with the intangibles that he brought to the field in the last match. So
yeah,
would be nice to see more of that.
Yep, I mean the key certainly against Eau Claire Memorial, who are a stronger team than River Falls, was that he defensively was in good positions and kind of held his part of the field secure. Denny looking through for Busicki, just a little too much mustard on there. So it's goal kick for the Wildcats. Got some, looks like even Coach Solon was able to arrange a couple of looks like Dante and Luke Jackson are down there doing some ball boy work. Kudos to those young men for supporting, being part of the team here. Nice play by Thompson. That's smart. Now get wide. Settled by Prater.
Wonderful
Jared
control
Biederman,
there.
yes. Jared Biederman starting in goal. Lucas Biederman starting against the Old Abes. Jared Biederman starting tonight. It's Busicki. Just an errant pass there. Early analysis here. 6th minute of the game. Heading to 7th.
I mean, pretty much River Falls hasn't had any possession in Hudson's end, or at least nothing substantial so far. Hudson is really putting on the pressure early on. They want to get a conference win after their last home match was a a painful type of, a draw where, it could have gone back and forth. Either team could have won, and I'm sure Hudson would have liked to knock off Eau Claire Memorial. So they're certainly trying to make a statement here, and they're doing it well for the first 7 minutes.
Some would say that a tie is sort of like Jaime Lannister with Cersei Lannister, but you know what? You get a point. It's not the way you draw it up, but oh, what a lovely move by Paul Phillips there. Really good skill. Shoots. Ooh. Oh, just outside. What a great little piece of individual flair there by Paul Phillipson, who is he sporting some new hot pink shoes that I just not noticed those before, but I feel like he's making statements with his play and his wardrobe.
Look good, play good.
Right? That's my motto, which is why I never play good. Ooh, self-burn.
Yeah, self-deprecation in the broadcast.
Prater stepping in there. Nice job. Excellent job by Ross to just take that ball over. Now cutting it back. Just 3, 4, 5. Pass the ball, boys. There's teammates. It's a thing. Ober steps up and wins it, but gaining possession there. Who is that? No, that's number 9. Excuse me. Gage Espinay forward for the Wildcats. I believe that was thrown in by the ball boy.
Yeah, I thought
and,
that.
Isaac Carnes was unaware that was the case, so he just started to play. Restart here. 13 now. Klashevsky does, in fact, throw it in. Kelly tries to step in to win it. Sam Ross nearly pokes it away. River Falls now Lewis Olson on the ball. And here comes a chance for the Wildcats. Raiders get numbers back. I like that decision. Just settle down, keep pressure. Stumbling a little bit. Good choice. They haven't had a lot of the ball, so nice time to just pick some possession up. Heavy first touch there. And then recovering is the defensive midfielder onto Tygo Kelly. And now Prater on the ball. He's got Busicki outside. Prater cuts it. He just attacks the center of the defense. Such a wonderful ability to do that. Now River Falls 6, 7 men in the box. Oh, like that decision by Colton. They're packing it in centrally. There's not a lot of room to pass, so just
might as well just launch it.
Joey Grickus coming in for the Raiders. In for, I believe, Busicki. Yep. Now into the game for the Raiders. Number 8, Joey Grickus. So Grickus, and he's seen some time up foot forward, and now getting some time in the back as well.
Yeah, good experience for a player who should be a mainstay in the starting lineup next year. At least that's what I believe probably could happen.
That's the most generic statement you could ever make.
Yeah, no, I know.
I think it could probably. I'm
just trying to ride the fence as much as possible.
I think I'm just waiting for you to be like future Hall of Famer.
I say it one time, and now you're going to rip on me.
Oh.
It's Larry Fitzgerald, man.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's just,
premature for you?
No. It's to be honest with you, it's that I'd like to have some friendly banter with Ryan Delacroix, but it's just like this. It's too easy. It's like the low-hanging fruit. Here comes a break opportunity for the Wildcats. Expertly snuffed out there by Nick Thompson, recovering well with Sam Ross to pick it up. Head up, Grickus on the right flank, carrying with some space. Finds Nava Barber. Nava Barber kind of comes central as Tygo Kelly slipped out wide. Lovely weighted pass from Nava Barber to Tygo Kelly into that space. So Kelly picks his head up, looking for options, drops it back to Grickus. Grickus, first time cross. A little bit of a shanked clearance there. Phillipson. Prater back to Ross. Ross to Prater. Prater turns. Overlap by Miller. Miller carrying across top. Looks to fire a shot. Deflected. Cleared up, but only as far as Sam Ross. 30 yards from goal. He's got Grickus back. Nice decision there just to maintain some possession. Denning to Grickus. Grickus to Nava Barber. Returns. Sam Ross, he's hooked a little bit there, man. He manages to keep his feet. Keep his composure. Good, smart, composed possession here by the Raiders. Working to... strong tackle. I believe that's number 7, Joe Cottrell, winning the ball back. I like that possession from the Raiders, but well job staying organized by the Wildcats, and that spring an attack here for them. Espinay takes on, cuts past Miller, carrying across the top of the box. First shot for the Wildcats. catch and practice for Biederman. Looking for a quick restart potentially. Rethinks it. Here's Colton Prater. Was looking for Nava Barber, just couldn't quite connect. Trevor steps in, deflects it. Colton wins it. Now trying to take on 2-3. It does follow Corey Denning. Over to Paul Phillipson, back to Colton Prater from 30. Looking like he's lining up for shots. Slashed through Nava Barber. Oh, what a great deflection. What a great save. Lovely through ball. Prater and Nava Barber both recognize that gap in the middle of the defense. And here's Tygo Kelly. Still the pressure's on for the Raiders. Another deflected shot. Joey Grickus settles. Little runs away from him. Able to get past one. Can't get past the second. Ball's cleared out by the Wildcats. And it's going to run out for a Raider throw-in. Great opportunity. What do you think about that?
Quite a stand there from the Wildcats. They were definitely feeling the heat and trying to clear that ball. And like you said, the first one was kind of shanked a little bit. It didn't really go too far, so Hudson continued to lay the pressure out. And that could have easily been 1-0 here in the 13th minute. Just all for naught.
A lot of real soft pressure. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Puts it over. Colton's getting a lot of chances here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want if you're Coach Solom. You're getting put over quite a bit. Not what you want if you're Colton Prater.
Yeah, kind of playing some soft defense.
Into the game for the Wildcats, number 14, Calvin Cox. So Cox in for the Wildcats. Restart here coming from Matheson. Tell you, it's a great night to be out at Raider Soccer.
Yeah, for sure.
It's, I think, exponentially better. Matter of fact, you could put me at Culver's and Dunkin' Donuts at the same day, and I wouldn't rather be there.
Those are big words, Chuck.
I know. I mean, I know it's saying a lot because I'm like, I could have a donut, I could have a Butterburger, I could have one of them shake things that they have a special name for at Culver's. What are they called, actually?
Yeah, that's
They're
one.
mixers, that's right.
We had an unwelcome visit there, as Chuck's phone would indicate, from a wasp.
So for those of you not in the booth, there was a wasp, and I actually have the iPhone XX, which has wasp crushing app features. So disaster averted. Ober on the ball to Denny. Denny with some pressure, handled nicely to Grickus. Grickus takes one touch, won by Espinay. Espinay carrying, gets past one, gets past two. He drops it off, and they're looking to go big. Nobody running on, so Ober just lets it go. Biederman right at the top of the box catches it. Alert play, good communication from your center defender and your goalkeeper there. What you're looking for? Restart to the feet of Ober. Finds Denning. You know, was it? It's not. It wasn't Rice Lake. Was it Menominee that we were playing where there was just such soft pressure? They just conceded everything.
I think it was Menominee that we were talking about that with.
And I just feel like I'm seeing that again here tonight, where it's like, you know, there's you can see there's some intent with their defensive shape on the part of the Wildcats, but just in the one-on-one situations, they're just conceding so much time and space to the Raiders.
Yeah, I remember saying that they kind of looked like traffic cones when that happened, because they just kind of stood still and just kind of watched as a Hudson laid pressure on through their back line, and looking like more of the same through the first early part here in the 16th minute. And
I do believe I'll have a Darren Chuckle sighting here.
Spark plug as a substitute.
Right. The Joker, as the Germans would call him. Truly, that's what they call like a super sub, is a Joker. Yep. Coach Solom bringt der Joker ins Spiel. That's what they would say. Ball out for a Raider throw-in, and here comes der Joker.
Is he coming out for
we'll just
Paul?
Call Steve Miller.
Okay.
Call him Steve Miller here. Now into the game for the Raiders, number 11, Darren Chuckle. So Chuckle in for Phillipson. Paul had that one exquisite little dummy and shot that just went off the outside of the goal. Oh, Steve Solom, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got some stickum on him. Got hands like glue.
He's still got it, folks. Calvin who? Odell Beckham who? Give me Steve Solom. And also the ups. I mean, there were centimeters cleared.
Yeah, There was at least about maybe an inch cleared right there.
That's it's higher than I can jump. Oh, lovely job stepping up by Grickus.
Oh,
Wonderfully
wonderful.
done. And can we start an attack here with a good pass? Good run by Nava Barber. Good pass. Nava Barber looking to take it on the, kind of got to recognize there if you're Nava Barber, the defender's staying soft, so you don't want to take that bigger touch. Just kind of control it close to you because they're not pressuring you.
Mm-hmm. And he wins a throw-in, too, which is
Miles
pretty key.
Longsdorff, though, knocked it out. So, yeah, like you said, it's one for the Raiders. Grickus on the ball. He's got some time. Oh, lovely job. Denny had a ton of space, and Denny just hooks it. At some point in time, when they're conceding space to you like that 20 yards from goal, you just got to shoot. Prater's done that a couple times. I think Sam Ross kind of tried to. Braden Miller carried it inside once, but I think that might be the way through for the Raiders. River Falls is saying you're not going to just tap it in with a cross or dribble through us. So at some point in time, Corey here is just maybe get past that one. Joey Grickus, someone just see if you can put a ball on frame hard. Nava Barber now on the flank, looking to cross, deflect it out. So in the 18th minute of play here, Raiders getting, I believe this is their second corner kick. Mm-hmm. Ross and Prater over again. They're taking their time. I think if they would have hustled, there was nobody over there for the Wildcats. Referee asking, just indicating to the player the 10 yards that were reached. Okay, ball's in. Back to Prater. Colton carries, slides it across to Nick Thompson. Thompson one touch. Thompson shoots way over. It must be that humid air. I think the ball carries higher. In the humidity. Also, I saw Coach Solom, I don't know if I should say this, but I saw him with some air valves over by the balls. They might have deflated those balls a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I'm not saying, I'm not a ball pressure expert, but just saying.
You're not Bill Belichick?
On to Cincinnati. Trevor Nava-Barber. Attack the defense. See, and so here, Tyke makes that run outside. It was looking to make the run, and then it'd be great to see. And he had opened up there for some space where Tyke had left. The space he had vacated then was open. And if you'd love to see Trevor attack the center of that defense, try to unbalance them with his dribbling, get them to suck in, to lose their shape by pressuring him, and then to exploit that by passing into the spaces that they're vacating. Would love to see some more aggression, and it's not just Trevor. It's I think all the wide players for the Raiders. They too often are content to stay wide and try to stay wide. If they're going to concede you the middle of the field, that's where the goal is. You go attack that. Cole over here finds Chuckle. Chuckle first touch into Cox. My apologies. Took me a minute there. And out and up and out.
Look at Luke Jackson go.
That's next level ball person.
Who's the guy with him? Is that Griffin?
On the far side?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Griffin Strapon, but I don't think that's Luke Jackson over there. I think that's.
I thought that was Luke for a sec.
No, Luke Jackson's on the near side here. Is that
okay.
Hank? Who is that? I can't tell who that is. So, the mystery ball person.
Well, Griffin was sprinting on one of them. Well,
I mean,
ran across the long jump.
Griffin goes hard. Lovely cross. Oh, off the back of Tygo Kelly's head. Ty just tries to kind of whip around a 360 shot there. I love that look. It was going way over, but instead off the face of a Wildcat defender. And it's going to be a corner kick. Sam Ross over to take it. Colton Prater slowly coming over. River Falls again just sending one. Now Prater just slightly picking up the pace. 21st minute, 0-0 game. Colton Prater on the ball. Dribbles past one defender, goal line, just a little bit too far. That second to last touch just got away from a little bit, allowed Cottrell to get in and get a touch on the ball. And here comes Cottrell sprinting up the field. Speaking of heavy touches, now Grickus, pressure from Espinay. Grickus jumps in, keeps it in, fighting hard with Espinay. Good work by Grickus, but given away. Ooh, lovely little combination play there. Finds Olsen running in the flank. Can he keep it in? Whether it rolled out or kicked it out, the answer is no. So what's your prediction on the weather here? Are we going to get hit, or is this just all is it a myth? Is it a paper tiger?
Judging from the atmosphere and everything, I'm assuming we're going to get hit. But that's just my instinct, I guess.
You can feel it in your bad knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to
If flies start biting, though, then that's a bad sign.
according to our resident meteorological expert, Tygo Kelly, looking for a little chip there. Ryan Delacroix at 9 o'clock. It's going to start raining. He has not indicated, however, if it's going to be raining men or if it's going to be raining rain. So, I don't know.
I mean, are you getting your information from the weather girls, Ryan?
Well, I tell you what, one thing that can certainly be said is the temperature is rising.
Yes.
Into the game for the Raiders. Number 2, Paul Phillipson.
For the first time in history.
For the first time in history, right? Hallelujah. Little hip check there by Prater. I don't think that was a completely unnecessary call. But, you know, it's just interesting. I think you look at the game last week against Eau Claire Memorial, and what was just called a foul there was basically every single interaction between an Old Abe and a Raider.
I mean, especially Colton Prater's jersey getting resized to an extra,
right?
It
was like an Earl Campbell jersey tear. Oh, what a great first touch. And here we go. Can we get a 4-on-4? Run. Outrun him. Who wants it more? Go, Paul. Go, Paul. Phillipson to Prater. Just runs a little bit away from a little bit too far on the pass, but that's okay. Colton picks it up, slides it through, looking for Tygo Kelly. Out is Matheson. Winning, it's Matheson. You can see Matheson's making good choices, but he just needs a little bit more conviction. I think if he comes out a little harder there, goes down well, gets his hands on the ball, it's less dangerous, and he's a little more safe.
Yeah, for sure. And, Hudson, even if River Falls is going to play really conservative on corner kicks, if they're, on an attack where, they have numbers, hesitation can kill a clean sheet early on here, and Hudson's been laying it on pretty early.
For substitute, or no, excuse me, not the first substitution, rather a substitution for the Wildcats. Dylan Rock coming in. Into the game for the Wildcats, number 2, Dylan Rock. Man, now that I started talking about Culvers, I could go for some Culvers right now.
Get those onion rings with a butter burger? Or what do you usually get?
I'm all about that pork tenderloin sandwich is what I'm about.
Okay.
Paul Phillipson here on the ball for the Raiders. He's got time. He's got space. Can he capitalize? Takes a couple touches. O'Kelly. Lovely little pass in there to Chuckle. Chuckle back to O'Kelly. Kelly with the cross, looking for Prater. Colton chasing it down, pressured by number 14, Cox. Prater cuts him. Now attacking. Getting knocked, getting pushed. Getting knocked out. Colton... Looking at the referee a little bit there, I saw some pretty fully extended arms, although to be fair, the ball was probably at about 6 people's feet at once, but there was definitely what to this admittedly biased observer sure looks like, oh, what a smart play by Corey Denning. And then just gets it. And now the game's open wide open rather. Here comes Phillipson. Phillipson again playing that pass to O'Kelly. O'Kelly pass one. Does a little step over. Dropping it back to Grickus. Grickus, first time, looking for Chuckle. Chuckle finds his head. A little bit of a flick on. Can't generate any power, really. Picked up easily by Matheson. 26th minute now, 0-0. How long, what point in time do you feel like this becomes then, pressure for the Raiders, the way they're controlling the game but not getting results yet?
I think they're starting to feel it a little bit right now, honestly. They're really forcing the issue on offense. And, Paul has been a big spark plug for facilitating this offensive attack so far. I mean, it must be the cleats. It has to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Prater, wide to Grickus. Grickus, some time and space. Crosses it, looking for Nick Thompson. Aggressive off the line was Matheson, but still didn't get there in time. And over and out for a Wildcat goal kick. Flicked on here. I think the Wildcats have had one shot Espinay, they're pressuring Biederman. A little bit of high pressure here. Nice switch by Ober. Grickus out to Phillipson. Paul picks his head up. We've got Nick Thompson up top now. Tygo Kelly drops back to center of defense. Sam Ross takes a couple touches, slotting it through for Thompson. Thompson slides. Thompson gets up. Thompson kicks it. Picked up by Matheson. Matheson looks like he might have taken a little bit of a knock or just fell down to protect the ball there. Good job getting off his line. So Coach Solom searching for answers. I wonder if that was a Kyle Flanagan special said. You know, I might have turned his home and said, let's put Thompson up top. Denny wins the ball in the air, so it's just been a Lions share of possession for the Raiders. But as of yet, nothing that I would characterize as a real golden opportunity. They haven't done anything real dangerous. Grickus with a tough flick on there. Went back towards his own goal. Lewis Olson pursued it and had an opportunity. Headed out. Coach Solom imploring his goalie, Jared Meadman, to come out and get that ball. I don't think that's bad advice.
I mean, he really, commands the field with his three-quarter pants. Really gets his players to listen.
Right, I listened. I almost came out of goal, and I'm not even in goal. O'Kelly with a switch to Grickus. Wide to Phillipson. Phillipson stumbles a little bit there after a great little poke tackle from Cottrell, and here come the Wildcats. A little bit of miscommunication there. Looked like he was looking for the forward to check to the ball. Forward was running away instead. Easy pickup. Looking for Thompson is Prater. Picked up easily by Matheson. 12 and 13 coming in. Carnes and Klashevsky for the Wildcats here in a moment. O'Kelly wins it. Paul with time. Finds Prater. Colton. Maybe a little chip shot there. The goalie's coming out off his line a little bit here. I think that's
a bit more aggressive.
It's an option, though. I think Colton's idea, he looked up and saw him off his line a little bit. Now looking to slot through to Nick Thompson's feet. Can't quite connect. Picked up by Matheson, and another restart here as Busicki's going to come in for the Raiders at the next opportunity.
Tried to deflect it there like a hockey forward in front of a goaltender, just trying to flick it on.
Biederman now quickly off his line. He heard those three-quarter pants talking. Here comes Grickus now. Big ball right to the feet of Thompson. Nicely settled just behind Colton's run. About three players collide. Everybody goes down. Colton Prater gets the ball. There comes Sam Ross looking for Braden Miller. Cox on him defending. Pokes it out. Throw in Raiders. Here comes substitutions. Into the game for the Wildcats, number 12, Isaac Carnes, and number 13, Josh Klashevsky. Into the game for the Raiders, Lake Busicki. Whew. That PA announcer must have had some of them nachos. He's a little off his game today. Sam Ross now, dribbling against two. He's got Cox on him, drops it off to Miller. Miller, first time cross. Headed strongly out there from the center of the Wildcat defense. But one back then by Denny. Picked up by Espinay. Cleared out. O'Kelly shielding it. It's going to be a throw-in for the Raiders. Tyke picks it up. Big throw-in down the line. Trying to get over the head of Klashevsky. Unable to do so. Here comes Wise. Gives that away. Chuckles touch a little bit. Too heavy. Back to Wise. Plays it into the space. Again, with the Wildcats right now, all the forwards are running away from the ball. They get the ball. They don't have anything to pass it to because all the forwards are just making these long runs like they're going to go up over the top, which they aren't. So, you wonder if that's an opportunity for Coach Rodriguez here at some point in time to start talking to his forwards. But, yeah, here it is. Espinay, this is the man that wanted the ball. But, again, Lake Busicki comes back and just dominates with the tackle. That is his specialty. That's where he's most comfortable, is playing that strong physical defense. But here come the Wildcats. They certainly have had a little bit of possession here. That one's going to go a little bit too far. Cole Ober shields it out. for a Biederman goal kick. 32nd minute of play here. Still a 0-0 game.
Ober doing a good job there marking his man, trying to keep him away from possession.
I mean, if you're Coach Rodriguez for the Wildcats, I feel like this is exactly the game you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you've been struggling for the first leg of the match, to keep it 0-0 and, kind of still be playing a little bit with offense and threatening at least on that last possession. Got to feel pretty good at least.
Right? I mean, you just got to feel like this is what they're looking for. They're looking for, let's keep it 0-0. Ball poked away here. Looks like that's going to be a Raider corner kick. Keep it 0-0. See if you can get a little breakaway. See if you can get a little set piece opportunities,
Yeah.
Get that goal, steal a win. And so far it's working. They've frustrated the Raider attack and just really prevented them from getting anything of substance on frame. Ross over, Prater over. Feels like the pace of the game is reflected by that humid temperature. It's kind of a slow, slogging sort of game.
Yeah, I don't blame the players either, though, to try and take it slow and be more conservative. It is hot.
Prater getting a good shot there. I mean, I'm feeling slow and sloggy. Might have been those 6 Butterburgers I ate for lunch today. Little known fact, that was my nickname in high school, Butterburger. I don't know if you knew that.
Butterburger? I highly doubt that.
Okay, that's good to doubt. That's not true. Nobody talked to me in high
Always
school.
be skeptical.
ABS. Hashtag ABS. First ball won there by Olsen for the Wildcats. Braden Miller on it, pressured by Dylan Rock. Back to Ober. Finds Denning. He's got Sam Ross making a little run into that space. Ross touches around the first defender. Good physical battle. Ross carrying the ball. Slots it across to O'Kelly. O'Kelly looking with a nice bending ball there. Deflected down. I thought it was going to Colton for a second there. Set it to Olsen. Corey Denning. Good defensive positioning. Just picks up the errant touch. Back to Cole. Over to O'Kelly. So now Tyga's slid over. They've got Lake in the middle. Tyga O'Kelly playing on the right flank, which is where he played, basically all of last season. And oh, good job. Nice little run there from Nick Thompson to Colton Prater. Poked away. Defender throws his hands up. Expertly done by the Wildcats. They are really making it tough on the Raiders. Here comes an opportunity, a professional foul, I would say, there from Corey Denton. He was beat, and he just gently deposited his opponent onto the ground, encouraging him to take a break. Classy move by Corey.
Held him in his arms.
Hello, friend.
Really,
Let me just rest a little. You look
really
weary.
helped him onto the ground.
Yeah. Oh, looks like the fan club's driving by here. Here's some honking, here's some cheering. Low skates Raiders. Restart for the Wildcats. Big ball into the box. Exactly the kind of thing looking for. Headed initially by Corey Denning. Chased by Cole Ober. Unable to keep it in. Corner kick for the Wildcats. Again, this is, I think this is going to be the Rodriguez plan. That's what he's looking for.
Weather the storm and take the lunch money.
Yep. Checking into game's number 4, and I'll be real honest with you. I don't know who number 4 is. They had Ben Matheson on the list, but they crossed out his 4 and said he's number 1 playing in goal. So your guess is as good as mine. Aiden Peterson, maybe? Evan Ludke? Maybe it's Evan Ludke. We're going to say that. Into the game for the Wildcats, number 4, Evan Ludke.
Yeah, just take the mulligan.
So an unsuccessful corner kick for the Wildcats and an unsuccessful clearance for the Raiders. Phillipson wins it. Nick Thompson looking to go onto the flank there for Chuckle. Sneaks under the foot of Cox. Chuckle working hard to keep it in. Chuckle able to keep it in. He's got Colton Prater in the middle. He's got Sam Ross behind him. Looking for a little 1-2. Chuckle was not making the run. Ross's pass was a little too far, so it's in the hands of, and I feel like I've said this before, Ben Matheson.
Yeah. Said his name a lot so far this afternoon.
Oh, I liked your enunciation this afternoon.
Yeah, really emphasize it.
Right? So many times people say this afternoon, like "s'afternoon" is a word. But I like that you really, that's a next level play-by-play stuff or color commentary stuff. I think you got a future in this business, kid. Lovely job there. Great job by Sam and Ty combining. O'Kelly marauding down the right flank, looking for those one-on-one opportunities, looking to beat somebody. Nice little play, left-footed, finds Colton Prater, lands at his feet. Colton pass one. Colton shoots right at the goalie. It remains 0-0. Checking into the game soon, Zachary Nye and Trevor Nava-Barber as we're in the final 10 minutes of the first half here. Go Raiders. Go Raiders implores the scoreboard, but will they listen? And it looks like we had a couple subs. Number 20's checking in as well. Must have kind of an injury there. Josh Linton and Zachary Nye into the game for the Wildcats. Into the game for the Wildcats, number 20, Josh Linton. And number 3, Zachary Nye. Into the game for the Raiders, number 15, Trevor Nava-Barber. So Nava-Barber, wie gesagt, back to the game. Waiting on the restart here. Matheson has the ball. Busicki wins it out. Good pressure there by Phillipson. Winning the ball back for the Raiders. Over to O'Kelly. Ooh.
Poor touch.
You know, I like that, though. Tiger was really looking to get that. He knew he had some space, and he really wanted to just get that momentum going forward at pace. And, a little bit of an errant touch, and then...
Just unlucky, yeah.
Yeah. I think that pretty much, the last 2 O'Kelly sequences sums up the Raiders' day so far.
Close, but not quite.
Yep. Just been a little bit of an off day. Runs out for a Raider throw-in. O'Kelly's going to take it. Great ball. Finds the feet of Colton Prater. Couple little turns. Out wide to Sam Ross. Great ball from Sam into the run of Nick Thompson. Thompson able to keep it in. Just nothing there. There's 4, 5, 6 Wildcat players and 2 Raiders. Given away by Braden Miller. Back to Busicki. Busicki splits the defense, finds Colton Prater. Thought he had the overlap there from Sam Ross. Sam was just standing still. Busicki plays it off his chest to Denning. Denning out to Tygo Kelly. Kelly with time and space. Finds Nick Thompson. Again, a little bit of the traffic cone thing here, but River Falls is content to do that. They just aren't going to concede those spaces where they're standing. Shepherd it out. Goal kick. Wildcats.
Haven't given up a goal yet in the 40th minute.
Right? If it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
Jinx.
Damn it.
It's a family show here.
Sorry. Darn it. We don't say that here at HHS.
This is... There are probably ones of people watching right now that are offended by you. I forgive you, though.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Ooh, quite a little shove from behind there. I think that was a pretty accurate call. So we enter the final 5 here of the first half. 0-0 game. Raiders have had the lion's share of possession. They've been really conceded by the Wildcats and have been, up until this point in time, unable to do anything about it. Sam Ross looking to change that. He's passed the ball to Colton Prater. Easily tackled away. Again, you got the forwards running away from the part of the Wildcats. There's no one there for him. A little bit of an errant pass. Raiders able to maintain possession. Paul Phillipson carrying inside. O'Kelly trying to take that space. Paul finds Trevor Nava-Barber. Nava-Barber finds Colton Prater. Colton Prater over to Corey Denning. Corey Denning, what a lovely slide tackle. Really nicely done. Corey Denning with a push. Didn't, dodged a bullet there. I mean, that was all ball. Corey went down hard, but the player kept his leg down, got the ball. Another good tackle. Starting to get a little chippy here. Might be just what this game needs to liven up. Phillipson now looking to get inside one. Deflected away. One back. Espinay on the ball now. Drops it off, going big. Right to the feet of number 3, Zachary Nye. And coming on the ball is Olsen. Step over to slow down. Now tries to turn past Miller, does so. Deflected off of Miller. Took a deflection off of Nye. Cole Ober now, little head fake. Sneaks out to Nava Barber. Nava Barber all the way up to Colton Prater. He's got Paul Phillipson coming with him. He's got Cox on him. Tries to cut back. Good defensive job by Cox there, staying disciplined. Ooh, lovely touch by Sam Ross. Recognized, cuts it back, maintains possession. Finds Nick Thompson. Nick Thompson over to Corey Denny. Denny has Tig making the run. O'Kelly picking up with pace over to Paul Phillipson. O'Kelly makes a little, looking for a return pass. Fighting hard for the ball. Lake Busicki, judged to have fouled Gage Espinay. And now we've got a stoppage of the clock. And we're coming back here. I'm not sure what's happening. So, oh, there we go. Gumps has issued a yellow card to Corey Denny, and he gestured earlier, so he saw the push, let play continue, and then issued the card. I think that's really good refereeing. I like the way he did that. He allowed the game to continue, but recognized that that was an offense that required a card. Denny going sitting down and doesn't look real happy.
Nope.
A yellow card caution has been issued in the 43rd minute of the game to number 14 for the Hudson Raiders, Corey Denny. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 7, Connor Seidel. So, you know, I think I posed this question earlier, and I wonder if some of that frustration is not now starting to show for the Raiders. If this isn't the culmination of a little bit of, they've had the ball a lot, and they don't have anything to show for it. Takes a couple strange deflections, alertly off his line is Jared Biederman, and quickly with the restart to Colton Prater. Prater's first touch takes him negative a little bit there. But now he's up, and now the Raiders are out. Thompson on the ball. Nava Barber making a nice little run inside. Phillipson with the run outside. Thompson finds Paul. Paul takes one touch, looking to cross it, gets a corner kick, deflected out by number 13, Klashevsky. Corner kick Raiders. Colton Prater quickly over. Excellent ball by work from Dante there, getting it ready for the Raider captain, co-captain. Sam Ross coming, sending one are the Wildcats, which means typically the Raiders are going to go short. 2 hands up for Prater. Is going to go long. Prater looking maybe for Thompson. Easily cleared. Falls to Connor Seidel. Seidel to Busicki. Busicki looks to take a shot and ends up falling as a pass to Trevor Nava Barber. Trevor Nava Barber's going to score! Yes. 44th minute of play. Trevor Nava Barber. Clock stops, and we're going to go to 1-0. Goal for the Raiders. Scored in the 44th minute of play by number 15, Trevor Nava Barber. Assisting on the play, Lake Busicki. Nava Barber from Busicki. Raiders 1, Wildcats 0. So we're going to call that a pass from Busicki because clearly his intent was to pass the ball to Nava Barber, which he did well. Nava Barber settled it, turned, fired, scored.
Finally a breakthrough in the 44th minute.
You know, it felt like that was the 99th goal the Raiders scored. That's for sure. So that's the way it felt, but it was in fact only the first.
Might as well put some representation on the board.
Dean Gumps over talking with athletic director Steph DeVos.
42-40.
And we got to switch the clock to 42-40. And look at how quick that happened. I don't know who's running the clock, but they are an expert at it.
Do you think River Falls is just potentially take this into halftime? Or never mind, I guess Hudson took that one away.
Oh, what such a nice tackle. Such a nice tackle there. Colton was ready to cut and fire. Here comes Sam Ross turning on the Jets. Great sliding tackle there from Elliot Outereth, freshman.
Ooh.
So River Falls here, you can see Hudson with a little bit of intent. Oh, such a great touch by Cole Ober there. Ober to Seidel. Seidel, I love the way the space he's keeping there, not getting too close to Cole. Connor takes a couple extra touches. Could have probably passed that to Lake right away, but that's okay. And now making a nice run is Connor Seidel. Paul Phillipson looking for him. It's going to take a deflection and find Connor. Oh, I like the little behind-the-back chip attempt. A little creativity there in the final third. It does roll out for a Raider throw-in, though. Lake Busicki on the ball to Colton Prater. One man coming on back. Looks to flick it over. Takes a deflection off the face of the defender. And cleared out by number 23, Miles Longsdorf. A long clearance by Longsdorf. Prater takes a couple step-overs there. Turn it on Espinay. To Seidel. Seidel to Busicki. Prater continues his run. Lake Busicki looking up over the top to Nick Thompson. I like that ball. Matheson out. Really nicely done by the goalkeeper. Calm and confident, comfortable catch.
Wonderful idea there from Hudson, though, to try and make it 2-0 early on.
I concur. It's a fancy way of saying I agree. Got into the final minute here. Biederman's going to get on it. Just let it settle. Let some time kill. See if they're going to come after him. They aren't. So he picks it up. Coach Solom giving some instructions from the sideline as we wind down to the final 25 seconds here. 24, 23. First half thoughts, Mr. Mose.
I thought it was wonderful pressure put on by the Raiders. I think it's going to be another goal. Yeah, potentially right here.
Oh, that first touch ran away from a little bit.
But I think Hudson put on some wonderful pressure. River Falls just kind of stood by idly, and I'm hoping, at least for the Raiders' sake, and as this is a Hudson broadcast, that they continue it in the second half.
0. And that is the end of the first half with the Raiders leading the Wildcats by a score of 1-0. So after 45 minutes of play, Hudson 1, Wildcats nothing. We will see you in the second half.
Yeah.
Like King Richard returning from the Crusades to end the cruel reign of his brother Prince John. We are back here for the second half of Hudson Raider, River Falls Wildcat, Big Rivers Conference boys soccer. It was the first half. Mr. Mose, what are you expecting here in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, 45 minutes did pass, and I expect the same to occur in the second half. But besides the point, I expect Hudson to put on some more pressure. It might be even more tiresome, though, than the first half was because of, the storm's coming. It's going to get more humid and, already exuding and expending so much energy and stuff like that in the first half with unfavorable weather conditions isn't going to help either of these teams.
Yeah, it's close, as my mother would say.
Yeah.
And the score is also close.
Yes, surprisingly, considering, the amount of pressure that Hudson has put on, the amount of shots that they've put on frame. It's been interesting.
Well, but I don't know. I think that's been the problem is they just haven't put enough shots on frame.
Sorry, I should walk back there. They've been hitting a lot of shots over. That humid air has been carrying it the same way that a baseball gets carried in the early parts of the season.
Right. Or for example, in the late 90s, just it was real humid for like 1998, super humid. It actually at times can cause your muscles to swell to abnormal sizes.
Wow.
Humidity. Just throwing a little shade at McGuire and so. So here we go. Tygo Kelly on the ball. Nick Thompson looking for Colton Prater. A little early pressure. It's going to pay off. Stumbling out of the gates come the Raiders. Big clearance from Biederman. That's like a hip check by number 5 there, Outerith. Good work from Linton early. Espinay now swinging it wide. That's over to number 6, Logan Cook. Busicki battling. Denning over to help. Takes 2 deflections. Still with the feet of Carnes. Carnes looking to cross it. Off of a Raider. Out for a corner kick. So a bright start for the Wildcats here in the first minute. Coming out, pressuring, doing what they need to do to try and get back in this game.
Yeah, just trying to, find any sort of momentum that they can when, really the conservative attitude that they brought to the first half kind of killed any, sort of offense they could even produce.
So we've got Espinay over there, number 9. Gage Espinay. Standing over the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players at the top of the 18 for the Wildcats. Getting ready to make their respective runs. Here they go. Delivery. Good service. Deflected. Second ball won by Tygo Kelly. Still bouncing around. Still in River Falls Wildcat possession. Slotted through. What a great ball. Here comes Jared Biederman. Out. Great, brave, alert goalkeeping by Jared Biederman. Deflects it out. for a River Falls Wildcat throw-in. Ball boy Dante down there setting it on the corner, trying to be extra helpful. Big up for his work. Joey Grickus getting ready to check in. Settled. Sam Ross deflects it out. Sam Ross clears it up, finds Paul Phillipson's feet. Paul settles once, settles twice. Coach Solom talking to him. Throw it for the Raiders. And Busicki's coming out early in favor of Joey Grickus. Into the game for the Raiders, number 8, Joey Grickus. So there's a shout of Joey's biggest fan, whoever that is. Yeah, on the sideline. Braden Miller and Nick Thompson.
The vocal minority in the stands.
Well, I mean, Grickus has lots of fans.
Yeah,
so
no, I know, but talking about who stood up to speak.
Yep. Owen Wise there with a
Whoa.
great run. Pass 1, pass 2, pass 3. Can't get past the 4th. It's like slide tackle dominoes here. Finally, Joey Grickus knocks it away a little bit. But the Wildcats maintaining possession. Bright start for them, trailing 1-0 in the 48th minute of play here.
Ooh.
And an errant pass by Carnes kills the possession. Throw in. Looks like initially that. Oh, here we go. Here comes a great chance. 25 yards out. Blasts the ball. Number 18, Owen Wise. Well over. But again, some real signs of intent here from the Wildcats. Napa Barber on the ball for the Raiders. Prater to Ross. Shifting is the Wildcat defense. Through to Paul Phillipson. Carries it to the end line. Looks to cut it back. Picked up easily by Matheson. Nobody making that near post run. But I tell you, the game has picked up in pace. This is as fast as a Blinkman in a pool right now. Grickus pressuring the ball. Prater steps in, takes a little stumble, trips over the ball a little bit. Getting up slowly, gingerly on his foot. And now we've got a foul on, looks like Corey Denning. Colton Prater pleading his case. Coach Solon looking over. Obviously, I would think a little bit concerned. Colton's limping a little. Looks like he might have just rolled his ankle slightly, but early indications are he's going to be okay. Referee giving him a warning, telling him to knock it off. Stop the clock as Joey Grickus is down. Into the game for the Raiders, number 19, Lake Busicki. So Grickus in for Busicki, Busicki in for Grickus, all in the first 5 minutes of the second half here. Grickus not going to the trainer's table, so it's a good sign early. Chipped up over the top here for the Wildcats, out into some space where nobody was. Paul Phillipson then ends up on the ball. Good job using his body there by Paul. And now attacking the defense. Ooh, just about had a chance to tip it past there. Sam Ross does then win the ball for the Raiders. Carrying it through the defense. Finds Tygo Kelly. Leaves it off. Paul Phillipson ends up on the ball. Paul turns. Sam Ross making a run in the corner. Paul slows it down, turns, heading central, flicks it back to Braden Miller. Miller with a little outside of the foot bender, looking maybe for the run of Tygo Kelly. Tyg pulled up his run.
Ooh, that ball carries over.
I was out at halftime, and the clouds, they're coming.
Yeah.
Some actually really neat clouds just above the field right now here as number 11, Lewis Olson, checks back in. It's almost like that moon the other night that we got such a nice shot of.
Yeah.
Into the game for the Wildcats, number 11, Lewis Olson.
Well, and Ryan mentioned earlier, too, that the storm is just kind of forming above us. It's not coming from anywhere. Just the right elements of everything, and it's just going to form right over us.
Sort of like in Ghostbusters when they summon Gozer, and it just sort of that storm forms right above the building there.
Yep. I can tell you watched it recently, like you mentioned earlier.
There is no Chuck, only Zool. Prater now. Oh, looking to go through for Naval-Barber. I like the run, like the idea, like the defending. Now great physical battle between O'Kelly and that's number 4, who I think we decided was Evan Ludke. Ludke wins it. Espinay now holding on to the ball, and the Wildcats are some good communication, looking for the checking run there as Cottrell forces it quickly with one touch. I bet she had a second touch there to make a little bit more of an accurate pass. And big clearance here in the 53rd minute of play. Grickus getting a little bit of treatment on the sideline. Over to Miller. Miller, looking for Kelly. I like that look again. Just couldn't quite connect on the accuracy of the pass, but I like the look. Denny now with a little bit of time. Quickly takes 2 touches. Gives it away. And then it just sneaks by him. Recovering is Denny. Finding Basicki to Prater. Colton, little step over past 1. Looking for Kelly. Gets it back. Holding off 2, finds Tig, looking for a return pass, trying to combine. Both players kind of throw their heads up in frustration. Kind of flat defensive shape there by Denny and invited Espinay to go either way. Espinay took him up on it. Great job by Braden Miller. And now carrying up the flank. He's got time, he's got space, and can we get Raider numbers here? A little bit of a soft pass. I could see a little more pace on that to Colton. And now we're going to slow it down. Nick Thompson joining the attack. Thompson back to Prater. You can just see everything's. The passes are slow. The touches are dying under players' feet. It's just a slog of a game. It's like they're playing in mud. Sam Ross now cuts it, looks to put it on his right foot, gets it on his right foot, shoots it with his right foot. Saved by Matheson.
So Matheson will boot that one towards the middle of the field, trying to find a forward. Hudson cleans that one up, though. Good play. Up to Naval-Barber. Barber's going to try and find Prater. Good control there. See what develops. Never mind. Played cleanly there by the River Falls goalkeeper.
Lights coming on. You may have noticed there was a little bit of a flash. That was not lightning. That was the field lights, the stadium lights rather, coming on. So obviously lightning would result in the players for their safety coming off the field. That's not the case. We play on. Excellent job there by Paul, just recognizing that space, finding Colton. Over to Sam Ross. Looking to chip it up and over for Colton. Lovely idea. Ooh, that just about snuck through Matheson's fingers there. Throwing for the Raiders. Chuckle looking to check into the game. Now into the game for the Raiders, number 11, Darren Chuckle. A round of applause for Darren Chuckles. He checks in. Joey Grickus getting a little ice on his, looks like his shin, looks like maybe his calf as well. Oh, acres of space here. River Falls they got about 7 guys in their back line there. O'Kelly looking for Prater again. Prater settles off his chest and does almost like a half volley there. Is able to keep it down, can't keep it on frame. So it's a goal kick for the Wildcats, but that's kind of what it's going to take. River Falls is just really packing it in again. Now into the game for the Wildcats, number 14, Calvin Cox. So Cox back in again. The Wildcat strategy here, by and large, successful. But, of course, the key is going to be they need to score a goal.
Mm-hmm. Still got a big old 0 on that scoreboard there.
Yep, Phillipson with a great turn on Cox. Now attacking the defense. Be aggressive, Paul. Shoot. Oh, what a great shot and what an even better save. And look at Chuckles right there. Takes a shot, takes the deflection, wins the corner. Love the aggressiveness from Phillipson. He gets into the box, puts a hard frame requiring a difficult save from Matheson. The result is a set play for the Raiders. Ross over to take it. One-man show. Prater stay in far post. Thompson up. Big ball into the 6. Easy catch for Matheson. And then Matheson restarts. They've got about a 1-on-4 here, seeing if they can make something happen. Braden Miller wins the first ball. Dennings settles it. Back to Busicki. Busicki out wide to, that's Sam Ross there, come out wide. Finds O'Kelly. Takes the pressure, takes the challenge, looks to cross it into the middle, slides through everyone. And Prater's turned it on the Jets, looks to get there ahead of Cox, does so. Little step over, little roll over, little turn, another turn. Cox is just grabbing him, he's manhandling him, ref playing advantage. Brings it back. Good refereeing there, and a yellow card issued to Cox for grabbing him. I really like the way he handled that. Colton was winning that battle, stopping the clock here. We're stopping the clock. Colton winning that battle. Free kick, yellow card to Cox. Checking into the game is number 13, Josh Klashevsky. A yellow card caution has been issued in the 58th minute of play to number number 14 for the Wildcats, Calvin Cox. Checking into the game, number 13, Josh Klashevsky. So Prater on the ball. Clock restarts when the ball gets kicked. Colton Prater, 2 hands up, slots it across. Nick Thompson takes 1 touch, shoots it, rolls off his foot. He throws his hand in frustration. Goal kick, River Falls.
So another goal kick for the Wildcats. Sam Ross heads that one up to Phillipson. Phillipson's going to take it, trying to find Prater. Prater's going to find a beautiful ball up to Ross. Oh.
Too much work there.
Yeah, just a little bit too much. Wonderful idea, though, from Prater, just slotting that one right through. And Sam had a good chance there, just a little bit unlucky.
Yeah, I think that was one where maybe he needed to not try and take that second touch, either cut it back or just kind of play a quick ball across, see if he can get a shot on frame. And some of those chances where it's like, I'd just like to see the Raiders kind of just fire a shot, put something driven on the frame, force Matheson to make a save, and see if he can get a deflection. Ross to Denny. So, what's your favorite social media choice, Mr. Mose? What are you, an Instagram guy? You like Snapchat?
I haven't opened Snapchat in months, mainly just text messaging and Instagram.
2% MySpace?
MySpace? Probably just Instagram, but I probably text people more often.
Oh, okay.
Since my Instagram has been a bit buggy, it won't let me like or comment anything anymore.
The struggle is real.
Yeah.
How do you get up in the morning with that going on? I mean, I just kudos to you for your bravery. But truly, so here's my question, though. So you text more. Do you use emojis when you text?
Not really.
Oh, God. You're not helping me here.
Why not?
Well, I just want to know, like, if this game were an emoji, what emoji would it be? Would it be the, like, winking with your tongue sticking out one? Or, like, what would it be?
It would be...
Oh, big cross. Ooh. Good cross. Oh, a little too close to Matheson. Great goalkeeping. Read that well. Saved it cleanly.
Let me see if I can find it, because I have a good one that would probably describe this one.
When you find it, you should stick your phone right in front of the camera. so they can see it.
It's like this one with the awkward face.
Oh, yeah, the
Like,
squiggly lips. One eye half closed. Given away here. Looking for Chuckle is O'Kelly. Love it. Love the defensive play, even better reading that. Kelly cuts, finds Colton. Colton carrying towards his left foot, now cutting it back to his right. Now he's got 3 players on him. Beats all 3 of them, throwing their hands up. It turns out you just got beat there. Now looking for O'Kelly. Oh, nearly chips it up over. Love the back heel by O'Kelly. Finds Chuckle. Chuckle pokes it in. Goal for the Raiders. What a goal for the Raiders. What a goal for the Raiders. 2-0 in the 62nd minute of play. Amazing. Goal for the Raiders. Scored in the 62nd minute of play by number 11, Darren Chuckle. Assisting on the play, Ty O'Kelly. Chuckle from O'Kelly. Raiders 2, Wildcats 0. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 7, Connor Seidel. Into the game for the Wildcats, number 18, Owen Wise. So Seidel and Wise into the game for the Raiders, and it was wise of Ty O'Kelly to try that little back heel. And, man, what can you say about Darren Chuckle? Freshman coming up big for the Raiders.
Wonderful bit of skill there. Especially from Tig, too, with that little back heel pass.
And that's that's what it was going to take, just kind of standard, straightforward, one-on-one dribbling, trying to get past a guy and shoot was not going to happen. There were just too many bodies there. And so you need to find something a little bit creative, a little bit inventive, a little bit special to break that deadlock. And O'Kelly was able to do that, and Chuckle was able to finish it off. Throwing deep here for the Wildcats. Game's not over. 2-0, as they say, the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Pretty much in any sport with 1 goal per, or one unit per scoring.
Sounds like you might have learned that from a great math teacher. Just trying to help you grade here. I'm throwing you some softballs to
Miss Helgeson. Oh, wait, I mean Solemn.
I mean, you weren't wrong there. Into the game for the Raiders, number 23, Alex Ewig, and number 15, Trevor Nava Barber. So Ewig into the game for the first time, playing out on the right flank there. Nava Barber back into the game for Phillipson. Paul has had some bright moments today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been real nice to watch, at least, to watch him facilitate the offense and create chances. And he's been a bit more aggressive too this match. It's got to be the cleats. Been circling back to it, but it's got to be the cleats.
Little confusion. The Raiders claiming that they never touched it, but the center referee indicating it's a corner kick, which means it's a corner kick. There we go, Espinay. Right hand extended in the air. Really nice ball. Deflected off of a Raider player, out for another Wildcat corner kick. Espinay's delivered nice balls here on these set plays, on these corner kicks. Again, looking to take it quickly. Driving the ball towards the far post, turning around. Oh, it falls, and it's going to be a goal. Espinay delivers, and number 18, Wise, scores for the Wildcats. And I tell you what, Wise is excited. Look at him go. What a great moment for the Wildcats. They're back in the game. Goal for the Wildcats, scored by number 18, Owen Wise. Assisting on the play, Gage Espinay. Wise from Espinay. Wildcats 1, Raiders 2. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 14, Corey Denny. So it is a game.
Yes, 2-1 now.
Right, it's back on who will sit on the throne of rivers here, the Kinnickinnick or the St. Croix. So we're, in a way, if you wanted to say so, playing a Game of Thrones. Which house would you be in Westeros?
I don't know. That's a tough question. What would your house be?
I mean, of course,
turning the question on to you.
Everyone wants to say Starks, right?
Yeah.
Winter's coming, and Arya's the baddest character in the history of ever.
But are you going to be quirky and unique and pick something else?
No, I would be a Stark because
No, Brian. Why else?
You might be a Targaryen. You know, you never know. Sometimes they turn out okay. Sometimes you get a little embarrassed. Raiders now really aggressively pursuing the game here after giving up that first goal. Shutout over. Tygo Kelly now on the ball. Again, numbers behind the ball for River Falls. They've done a nice job all night long getting numbers behind the ball, clogging up the space for the Raider attack. Braden Miller now, lots of room centrally, trying to pass through about 4 guys to chuckle it. And again, that's the situation where if you're Braden, just attack that space. Force the defense to get unbalanced, to come after you, to break, to get out of the shape that they want to be in. Or, just if they don't, dribble up, shoot, and score. Mm-hmm. Prater on the ball. Back to O'Kelly. Prater. Left-footed shot, looking to slide it through. Nobody there. Colton talking to Trevor, telling him to make that inside run. I don't think he's wrong there. Cloud cover starting now. Rain is coming. Chuckle. Nice little play recovered there. Dribble around the player prone on the ground. Out wide to O'Kelly. One in the box. One running behind. Oh, it just bends a little bit far. Oh, falls to Connor Seidel. Takes a step behind the back. Finds Colton Prater. Colton looking for pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, pass shooting.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that. Would like it if it was in the goal, but I love that intent. Busicki back in the game. Substitution for the Raiders, number 19, Lake Busicki. So Awig had his moment, and now we're back. It's been a hotly contested match tonight.
Yeah.
After the first few minutes, I thought it was going to be a Raider blowout the way they were controlling the game, but kind of that's been the case the whole time, and yet here we stand at 2-1. As all 9 people watching on YouTube know. Glad you could join us. That's not even counting the people watching on Facebook and on River Channel.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we probably have hundreds of people on MySpace. Into the game for the Wildcats, number 2, Dylan Rock. Number 14, Calvin Cox. Cox and Rock into the game for the Wildcats. Trailing just 2-1 here in the 67th minute of play with another throw-in in Raider territory. Cox again looking for Espinay. Espinay looking to flick it on, unable to do so. Ober plays it off the River Falls player, out for a Hudson goal kick. Biederman on the ball. Sets it down.
Have you heard the news about the upcoming holidays, Chuck?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me if I heard about the bird.
No.
No, which upcoming holidays? Do we have a new holiday of which I am unaware?
No, it's not a new holiday. It's quite the wonderful auxiliary item to the holidays.
And
September 30th,
yes.
Sprite Cranberry's coming back out.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Pepsi Clear, and I was going to get excited.
Crystal Pepsi or Pepsi Clear?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Crystal Pepsi,
Okay.
My bad.
Nah, I'll take Sprite Cranberry and those commercials.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, exciting times.
Right? The only thing better is if Rick Schultz were sitting up here. That would be the only thing better than a Sprite Cranberry. Colton Prater now on the ball for the Raiders. Attacking the center of the defense, drawing 2, 3, 4 players, running through 2, 3, 4 players. Just keep it going. Connor Settle takes a little touch. Now off to Trevor Nava-Barber. Looking out wide for Chuckle. Chuckle working hard to try and keep it in. Unable to do so. Throw in for the Wildcats. Sam Ross going to check in at the next opportunity. So we've got about a little over 20 minutes left here. You think the Wildcats have it in them, Mr. Mose?
No, not with the offensive pressure that Hudson's laying on right now.
What a great turn there by Nava Barber. Love it. Carries all the way to the end line. Looking for the cross. There's just nobody there.
Yeah.
There's nobody movement. There's no running. Nobody. They're just sort of standing static, and they're kicking it into the heart of the defense as Sam Ross comes back on. Back into the game for the Raiders, number 10, Sam Ross. Ross with the run. Over to Denning. To Prater. Colton looking to get past one, can't. Falls to Nava Barber. O'Kelly with a touch. O'Kelly with the cutback. O'Kelly with the shot. Matheson with the save and a corner kick for the Raiders. Great composure by Tygo O'Kelly in the box. Wonderful save by Matheson to prevent the goal. But again, there's just so many bodies out there making it tough for the Raiders. Here we go. We've got Ross over there. Looking to take the corner. Finds Corey Denning. Corey Denning finds the back of the net in the 71st minute. It's a goal for the Raiders. Goal for the Raiders. Scored in the 71st minute of play by number 14, Corey Denning. Assisting on the play, number 10, Sam Ross. Denning from Ross. Raiders 3, Wildcats 1. And ladies and gentlemen, the skies have opened up. Los Gates Raiders. It's rain time. Biederman with the ball. And it slowed down.
So as soon as everyone got their umbrellas out, it started to taper.
Yep, and I think it seems like I've been seeing some flashes of lightning. Nothing yet from the center referee. So here comes Cole Ober now, dribbling the ball. Slotting it through for Trevor Nava-Barber. He's on top of the ball, sort of like the Storm is on top of us. Ball ran out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats. The rain begins. And it is coming down. Sounds lovely on the roof.
Someone's taking advantage of the space.
Ball bounding around. Falls to Cole Ober. The rain-related excitement is beginning to subside. Looking for the big cross of Prusicki. Unable to find it, but then Cole Ober works well to take the ball away. Stop the clock. Referee has noticed that there's lightning, so we'll see what's happening here. With 18 minutes left in the game. Coaches are conferencing here. Coach Solom, Gumps. See what's going to happen here. Waiting for official word on what's going to happen. So at this point in time, we're on a rain delay. TBD. What happens after this? So again, we've got had some flashes of lightning, caused center ref Dean Gumps to stop play and clear the field. It's okay, folks. We're sitting in a tall metal structure, so no worries up here. I feel safe. Players are clearing the field, and Coach Solom's kind of looking at the radar here as the rain comes pouring down. According to the scoreboard here, got a weather delay. Again, coaches and officials conferencing. Looks like they're maybe looking at the radar here with the athletic trainer, field marshal. Rick Schultz is down there as well, gesturing, pointing, directing traffic. He's really the star of the show. You know who is going to be happy about this, Mr. Mose?
Who?
The Kinnickinnick and St. Croix rivers. They, getting refreshed, refilled, the cleansing rains.
Continuing the water cycle.
Right? So again, still in conversation here. We are a couple minutes into a weather delay that will certainly last a half an hour, because with every lightning strike we tack a half hour on.
A rain delay.
And
Well, we don't know. We have no idea. We don't know.
So what are we doing? How are we going to find out? Can you call the reps and find out?
so looks like that is the end of the match.
Hudson went into the building.
That's the end of the match, I believe.
End of the match.
With Hudson defeating the River Falls Wildcats by a score of 3-1. Ladies and gentlemen, due to inclement weather, that is the end of the match. Stay safe, drive safe, enjoy the rain.
All right, thank you.
So, the weather does it. Game over. Thanks for joining us. For Brian Mose, for Adam Tilson, for Jillian Crescent, for Ryan Delacroix. This has been Chuck Bublitz, bringing you Raider Soccer. We'll see you next week.